Hello Valiance, it's Nandi. Welcome back to Vibrant Authentic Living. Today we're going to be talking about the sugar cane. So here we have the sugar cane. It grows much taller than this. So the typical stem would be about, about 10 times this length. About 10 times this length. It grows very high. Right, so this sugar cane is actually a grass, and this is the stem of the plant. So usually growing up, you would just buy the cane as is, or get the cane as is, and you would use your teeth. Right? You use your teeth and peel it. You'd use your teeth and strip it down and get to the sweet, juicy inside. Nowadays, you pretend that you can't do that kind of stuff anymore, so you just have somebody else peel it for you. So nowadays I buy the sugar cane in bags like this. So this is about 100 Jamaican dollars for this batch. But growing up, we just ripped the peel from the cane, right? And it would strengthen your teeth. So once you have this regularly, this will strengthen your jawbone, strengthen your teeth, and when you eat the sugar cane, it naturally cleans your tongue. Right? So it's a natural brush. It brushes your tongue. When you finish eating this, your tongue just feels clean. So the sugar cane is what the world gets its table sugar from. Most of the table sugar. Now you do have some other plants that we get table sugar from, like the beets, the sugar beets, and so on. But the sugar cane, from my research, the sugar cane is the crop that produces the most yield around the world in terms of demand. So sugar is a very common commodity. 1.8 billion tons per year, the most production, the highest production from any plant. Right around the world, sugar is in demand. Now sucrose, which is what we get from the sugar cane, it has its downside, as we are all familiar by now. Sucrose has been linked, or overconsumption of sugar has been linked to conditions, degenerative conditions such as diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease, among other things. So I generally don't use table sugar at all. However, if you decide that you're going to use sugar, be very discreet in how you use it, and use moderation, because overconsumption can cause severe problems. Having said that, we are a species, we have a sweet tooth. We naturally love sweet things, and we are drawn to the fruit because it has natural fructose, and in some cases sucrose and glucose, all simple sugars. We are drawn to that naturally. So we don't have to fight the sweet tooth. There is enough fructose in the fruits to quench that, to satiate that addiction of ours. And you can get your sucrose from the sugarcane in its natural state, as opposed to the highly processed table sugar that you get, particularly the granulated sugar, very, very processed. From the sugarcane plant, as I said, this is the stem, and from this we get several byproducts. The most popular byproduct, I would think, would be the rum. Very popular, particularly here in the Caribbean, and we have different varieties too based on the manufacturing process. Each company has their little spin on it, but basically from the fermentation of the sugarcane juice. Now this is freshly extracted sugarcane juice. 5 minutes ago I whipped up this batch, pure sugarcane juice. So what I did, I just got some sugarcane, peeled it, and cut it up, small. Took off the tougher part, the stem, because as you can see on the stalk, on the stem, you have little grooves along where you have harder. The joints are tougher right at the joints. So because I don't have a cane juice press. There are presses that you can use to actually squeeze, or your machines that you can just feed the whole cane, or if you choose to peel it, but you don't have to peel it, just wash the cane. And there are machines that you can feed the cane through, and it squeezes it, presses it, and the trash comes out and the juice comes out. I don't have one such, so I just put the small pieces of sugarcane in my NutriBullet, just a little tip of water just to get things going a bit, a little bit of water, and bulletize it. Just bulletize it, and then you strain that and you get the pure cane juice, very sweet, because it's sucrose, right? It's sugar. This is where sugar comes from, and this would have lots of nutrients in it that the processed sugar does not have. Now the sugarcane plant is a very versatile plant, and we get many byproducts, as I mentioned, rum. We also get molasses, and there are different stages in the manufacture. So we get different grades of molasses. The sugar crystals, after the cane juice is boiled, the sugar crystals are scooped off and the molasses remains, and they can put that through two other steps of boiling and removal again to get different grades of molasses. So we have the rum and the molasses. We also have bagasse, which is made from the trash, the cane trash, compressed to form a kind of wood, a kind of material used in construction called bagasse. Relatively cheap compared to other kinds of building material. So the plant itself is quite versatile. Alright, so as children growing up, we would be chomping down on the sugar cane, and naturally your tongue, your teeth and your tongue naturally remove the juice that sweet sugarcane juice from the sugarcane, and as you eat, you chew and so on, it cleans the tongue. Your tongue feels so clean after you're done. Alright, so in addition to being a toothbrush, a natural toothbrush and natural sweetener, the sugarcane juice, as I said, is loaded with nutrients. So it has water, obviously, because very succulent. Even though it looks tough, it is tough and looks tough, but just with some chewing and natural pressing, you will extract that sweet water, full of sucrose, full of energy, and also very hydrating for you. The sugarcane juice also has lots of vitamin A, the B complex vitamins, vitamin C, and minerals such as phosphorus, calcium, potassium, iron, zinc. It's full of antioxidants such as flavonoids and polyphenols, and antioxidants help to neutralize the effect of free radicals in the body. They prevent the free radicals from causing damage to the cells in the body. So the sugarcane juice is full of antioxidants, and the cane juice has been used to help either prevent jaundice or to lessen the effects that jaundice can have on the system. So it will strengthen the liver and help to maintain normal levels of bilirubin, which over production of causes jaundice in the system, particularly in young children, babies. Some babies are born or soon after they are born with jaundice. Sugarcane juice is a natural diuretic, meaning that it will naturally stimulate the kidneys to flush out the excess water from the body, and so prevent edema. So edema is the accumulation of extra water within the tissues, intercellular spaces of the body, particularly in the lower extremities, and diuretics will stimulate the kidneys to be more efficient in flushing the body of excess water. So the sugarcane hydrates, as well as it will normalize, regulate the amount of water that the body maintains, that it holds on to, just the amount that it needs. So it has been found to have diuretic properties, and once you have the kidneys working efficiently and flushing the system and getting rid of any extra, whether waste or water that we have, this will help to prevent urinary tract infections and so on. And the sugarcane juice is a tonic for the digestive system. The calcium and iron and potassium and all those minerals will help towards maintaining strong teeth and bones. So it's not just on the outside of chomping into the cane and strengthening your teeth with every bite, but on the inside, the minerals that it contains will help to strengthen your bones and teeth. So this is a wonderful food to have. If you have access to the sugarcane as is, the way we do in the Caribbean, we just get a piece of cane and we rip it to shreds with our natural juicer. We have a natural juicer that we extract our sugarcane juice. If not, you can buy the sugarcane at the supermarket or at the market from the vendor, and that will be already peeled and packaged just for you, right? So if you want to play like your stush, then you can buy it already peeled and packaged. Or you can have the sugarcane juice. You can get it in the supermarket. This is freshly made. If you can't make your own batch, then certainly you can access it in your supermarket. Just ask for it and they will get it for you. And it is certainly the better thing to have than the highly processed sugar, table sugar. We want to avoid the use of processed foods wherever possible. Where we can get the natural food, it's always best to use that, and to use natural sweeteners. If you use lots of fruits in your juices, you don't even need any sucrose or any kind of sweetener, because the fruits naturally have fructose. I don't use sugar at all in my juices or my tea. The only kind of sweetener I will use is honey, and that's sparingly and only in a handful of juices. Alright, so this is the sugarcane, and this is Nandi, and I'm signing out. But before I go, let me remind you that you can become a supporter of the channel. Just follow the link in the description below, go on over to Patreon and become a supporter. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Share the video so others may benefit from the information, and so that they may make healthier choices. So until the next video, this is Nandi, and I'll see you then.